What are you doing here? Did you watch part 1? If you did, welcome. If you didn't, go watch that. Watch it now. And then come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of the making of the Scavenger. This is getting good, you know? We are almost at the halfway point of making this shit come true. We are getting close to that final end scene. I know you guys are waiting for it. At least the 20 of you that saw my last video. Click that subscribe button, those 20 of you. Unless those are the 20 subscribers I have, then good job. At least leave a like if you want to. I don't care. But we are getting close. I have gone through so much leather, fabric, and hours making this thing. So I would appreciate it if you guys showed some love. Shared it with your friends. Get it out there. I'm trying to get this thing hyped, you know? And that last clip, man, the last clip that you're all waiting for, it's coming. It's coming. We need to get to episode 3 first. We gotta finish that off. Then I can finally post that. And then, in a couple weeks after that, you guys will get the Scavenger clip, okay? I'm not gonna tell you where it's gonna be filmed. I'm not gonna tell you what it's gonna look like. It's only gonna be a minute or 2 long, maybe a little shorter than, maybe like a minute and a half. So don't get too excited, but it's just a little taste of what's to come. I'm trying to make this into a full-length film, but I need support. I need people that are interested, that want to help donate. I might do a little GoFundMe at the end if you guys like it, but I first want to release that clip so that you guys can see what's to come if you guys do want more. All right? So, that said, we are entering episode 2 of the making of the Scavenger. Shit's getting good, getting close to finishing it. So, without no more further interruptions, let's get to it. Hey, alright my dudes, welcome back to the making of the Scavenger. To start off this episode, I'm going to be working on the undersuit, which is going to be the most annoying part of this suit, yet the most satisfying. So, starting off, I'm using this old costume I had. It's a pilot outfit. There's only one issue. It's too short from the shoulders to the crotch. That's a big no-no. That's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna carefully take it all apart. I'm gonna remove the sleeves, save those for later. I'm gonna take off the zipper, save that for later. And I'm gonna split it right down the middle. And I'm gonna turn the pants into a pair of overalls. Yeah. Yeah, just giving everything a nice snip. Very nice, very delicate. So what I'm doing here is I tapered the pants. They were way too baggy. It looked really bad. I didn't like it. So I cut off a little triangle at the end of the tip. And now I'm going to stitch it all back together, and it's going to give it a nice fit to my body. So if you're wondering where you can get yourself a nice Night Image Designs t-shirt like the one I'm wearing right here, you can DM me on Instagram and reserve yourself some merch. Yeah, watch me slip them on. Ooh, that looks nice. So what I'm doing here is I'm cleaning up the edge. So I'm going to fold it in on itself and iron it down. So ironing it down is going to make it easier for me to stitch on this extra leather trim that I'm going to make. Oh, so what that leather trim is going to do is it's going to act as a belt to keep the pants from overstretching when I keep putting them on and on. Plus it adds a nice little extra decor, and just looks good. So here I'm trying to keep as close to the edge as possible, seaming that thing together. I messed up a few times, but you know, oh well. This thing's gonna get weather to hell, so I don't care. I do care. I just don't have much time. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So this is another part of the suit that I wasn't planning to do, but it just came out of nowhere. I'm like, I have to do it. So this is a little piece of a replica World War II pilot mask, and I took it apart, and I'm gonna use this little piece as a little decor for the side of the leg. The purpose of it is to emulate a direction of air in which flows in and out of the suit, just like a regular pilot outfit. It makes sense, and it looks good. That's why I'm doing it. Ooh, nice zoom out. Look at that, boy. Beautiful. Alright, so I did this off camera. I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see. But it was very tedious trying to make this this shirt, I would say, fit on me. Took a long time, and it was kind of boring, so I just did it off camera. Anyways, all I did was get some elastic fabric, cut two pieces together, then sew the sleeves on. Sounds very simple, but trust me, it wasn't. So now I'm weathering the hell out of this thing using some black paint and a little bit of browns, using an Iwata airbrush. It's a really decent airbrush. All I did was just give it some nice splatter spots, follow some of the seam edges where dirt would get trapped, and I just went it down on this boy. What's great about this costume is you can never weather too much. Yeah, there I'm going in with some brown spray paint. Alright, so weathering's finally finished. Came out really nice. I really like how it looks. It's about 5 a.m. at this point. I'm so tired, but did a lot. As you can see, I made them into overalls already. Got some nice straps in. Like I said in the first video, I'm using a lot of inspiration from Boss the Bounty Hunter's costume. So I got a lot of those little details from his suit. Yeah, I went to town on this boy with weathering, and it really looks good. So I'm going to be working on a vest now. Now this vest is meant to just kind of add some layering to the top part of the suit. It just makes it a little bit more interesting, and I think it'll look killer. I'm going to be using a mixture of some black non-stretchy fabric as the base of the vest, And then to combine both pieces together, I'm going to be adding in a piece of stretchy, like false leather fabric. It's going to help to stretch over my shoulders. I'm also going to be using some leather trim, and I'm going to be stitching that right around the shoulder area. It's just going to clean it up. It's going to make it look nice. Some extra detail. Alright, so this is the vest all finished up. It looks pretty good. It's only supposed to be like a little added layer to the suit, so it's not supposed to be anything special, but it really does add, you know, a little extra to it. Here's the little strap I added, a little Velcro piece, which is where the shoulder piece goes. I wanted to like lock on there so it's not like slipping and sliding around. But yeah, not too bad. Relax, ladies, I'm married to my job. So the next big part of the suit, which is gonna just tie everything together, is the belt. So for this belt, I'm using two types of leather. A very natural, thick crafting leather, which is gonna keep the form for the base of the belt, and I'm gonna wrap it around with this nice chocolate leather. What I'm using to glue the pieces together is 77 spray glue. It works really well as long as you give it a few seconds to dry before you connect both pieces. I'm going to be using an iron to flatten it all out. Kind of just cleans up any wrinkles, any bubbles, and it also, for some reason, it kind of melts the glue a little bit in a weird way, and it makes the bond stronger between both leathers. So here I'm actually showing you guys how I make the trim, which I've used on the pants and on the vest. It's just a piece of string spray glued into a inch wide piece of leather. I wrap it in on itself, give it a nice clean tight squeeze when I pinch both sides together. Yeah, you see that? It looks nice when I do it like that. Now I'm using an iron to smooth it all out, just like I did on the belt. Just keeps everything clean, keeps everything even. It also makes it easier when I stitch these pieces together. So before I stitch this onto the belt, I'm actually going to stitch right down along where the string is, which is going to keep the string nice and tight and in place. So I'm using some beige thread, which is just gonna complement the brown colors. Other than brown, you get some beige, you get some black. It's just gonna make it look really nice, you know, it's gonna pop. It's gonna make it pop. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to add an extra layer of leather that's going to strap right through the center of the belt. It's just going to layer it up. It's going to be boring if it's just a rectangle, you know. You have to add a little more things to it, a little bit more layers, a little bit more straps. And I'm also going to add some buckles to it just to give it some, you know, hardware in there. It's going to look good. It's going to look good. So yeah, so this is the design I ended up going with the buckle as the centerpiece, and then it's attached to the two hardware pieces, and then the strap continues after that. And you're probably wondering about the pouches. Yeah, I did those off camera. They were really difficult to make, and I didn't really know how I wanted them to look, so I just had to turn the camera off and kind of focus for a little bit. And it took me a while to figure out, but I ended up with a certain look, and I just ran with it. So what I'm doing now is I'm adding some straps, which are kind of, you know, reminiscent to the loops on a pair of pants. It just kind of, it adds more layers, how I continue to say layers. I'm strapping them all together with some Chicago screws. I'm using black ones because they just look really rustic, kind of like steampunkish. I noticed that the suit is turning out into somewhat of like a steampunkish vibe. And here it is, all beautiful. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to stay tuned to more of what's to come, please consider subscribing. I need it. Hit that notification bell to stay tuned. And I will see you all in part 3 of Making of the Scavenger. Bye-bye.